Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, if you're a loyal viewer of this report every week, I know that you've heard me say this before, but the weather has been chaotic to say the least, and it's been impacting the success around area lakes. And really, even for this weather guy, the weather has been chaotic this past week to say the least. A little bit of summer, a little bit of thunderstorms, not near as much rain as we need, and a lot of wind. And that's been kind of the ongoing theme this fall, has been a lot of wind. And that definitely impacted the number of people that were going out this past weekend. Saturday was fantastic. Sunday, a different story. And then obviously Monday and Tuesday felt a lot more like early winter. But some of the lakes did produce some nice fish. A lot of people were heading north to Waubay. I think that was the main attraction this weekend. A lot of walleyes and perch being caught up there. And as far as other lakes producing walleyes, they included up in the northeast Bitter, Antelope, Indian Springs, also Clear Lake, and also Opitz, Dry Lake by Clark, then also Big Stone, and then Blue Dog. Down in the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Thompson, Ponset, Sinai, a few being caught at 81 Ponds, Whitewood, as well as Henry, and then also a few being caught at Madison, Island, Vermilion, and Twin. And remember, as I've always said, Twin is the trophy lake. Now, what have people been doing to catch the walleyes? Nothing special, folks. Jigs and minnows have been working really well. And then also, if you're wanting to get some of those larger fish, it seems like the larger swim baits have been working really well. 3 to 4 inch, even 5 inch swim baits have been producing some really nice walleyes this past week. And then as far as the perch bite is concerned, Waubay is definitely the place to go. A lot of 10 to 12 inch perch being caught there this past week. Other lakes include Big Stone, also Stink. And at Stink, the quality has kind of decreased a lot a bit. You have to sort to find your keepers. Other lakes include Dry Lake by Willow Lake, also Ponset, Thompson, Sinai, Whitewood, as well as Island. And again, a lot of those lakes have been impacted by the weather, so the reports have been kind of few and far between. Now, what have been people doing to catch those perch? Really, again, nothing changed from the previous weeks. A lot of drop chain lures, tungsten jigs underneath bobbers, but mainly live bait, whether or not you're talking maggots, waxworms, or small minnows, seem to be doing the trick. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to continue talking about the Ice Institute. And the reason why, folks, it's a little over 3 weeks away if you haven't checked your calendar. And honestly, I don't need to check a calendar. All I need to do is look in the mirror and see the loss of hair. More and more hair falls out day after day. And so I can blame the stress from the approach of the Ice Institute. Well, my wife says, and others tell me, it's not the Ice Institute, it's called old age. And honestly, it's hard for me to argue with that argument, to say the least. But it is approaching, and that's why I want to use this time to tell you, folks, there's no reason to go to any other show around the upper Midwest. The Ice Institute has everything, plus it has special promotions, deals, sales on items that you're not going to find anyplace else in the upper Midwest. And that's why make sure you come to the Ice Institute at the Sioux Falls Arena and Convention Center, November 11th through the 13th. Some of those special promotions that you're only going to find at the Ice Institute include the following. And this is not just this is a limited list. This isn't an all-inclusive list. But Striker is giving away a free Apex suit. That's their top-of-the-line ice fishing suit they'll be giving away for free, as well as Rapala. Rapala will also be giving away a free ice suit. And then other special promotions that you're only going to find at the Ice Institute are at booths such as Daiwa, Okuma, Pure Fishing. Not only to mention them, but also Clam, Otter, Eskimo, Strike Master, Iron, and that's only a few. There's more and more that I can't list in this one short video. Other reasons to come to the Institute. We have a great selection of hard-sided shacks, permanent ice shacks you're going to see on display that are available for purchase. Plus, then you also have other vendors on hand that you may not find in a store or at any other show. There's going to be a great selection of custom ice rods, as well as unique ice fishing equipment, and then also plenty of ice jigs. So again, mark your calendars, folks. You're not going to want to miss this show. It's bigger and better than ever. We have the entire convention center and arena at our disposal, November 11th through the 13th. If you have any questions about the Institute, feel free to give me a call at 605-336-9132. I hope to see all of you there. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And before we end this week's report, I want to again remind you to mark your calendars November 11th through the 13th for the Dakota Angler Ice Institute at the Sioux Falls Arena in Convention Center. If you have any questions about the show or about what you heard on the report this week or in other weeks, feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. And again, folks, stop on by and check out a lot of the new ice tackle coming out this ice season. And if you can't make it to the store, make it to the show. Well, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week and again. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and folks, stay safe.